I'm Bob with Trashy Paintball Pros.
I'm Chris, also representing Trashy Paintball Pros.
We are a Virtue Inspire sponsored team. So we're just going to go through some of the basics on some of the products that they have in a real quick review. Okay, first off, this is one of the first versions of the mask. I kind of got it apart right now to show some of the differences. Originally, they came out with this strap right here, which what you used to have to do is push on these little things right here to pull it apart. It was supposed to be easy. It was a pain in the butt. And the side clips, which go on your ears right here. On the original version, it's just a blank, and on the newer version, we got these replaced through Virtue. They have like a little V on there, and these clips are much easier. They're a different setup. You push down on the center, and the way they actually operate is when they're locked in, you basically push on it and actually push on the strap and then pull real quick, and they pop right out. They're not advertising them right now, but if you get with your Virtue rep or Virtue dealer or your local paintball dealer, I believe you can still get these, and you pay shipping and handling, but you just got to double check with that. So the new versions all come with the new clips right now. You have this version is the contour version, and then this version is the extended version, and they basically come with the new clips. A couple other things they've changed on it is I don't know if you can see this, but on the ears themselves, the original version had their Virtue logo right here, and they decided they wanted to take that out and add more breathing holes in and hearing holes in through here. The padding, I don't know if it's hard to see, but the padding is a little bit thicker padding. It's a little bit nicer on the newer version than the older version. That was one thing they changed. Now that they have two different masks, they're actually labeled like contour or extend on here, on the bottom of the grills. Otherwise, the foam removes just like on the other ones. It pulls apart. It's real easy. The nice thing is when they do pull apart, they do have this red tab here that says unlock. And then when you lock them back together, you'll know that they're locked. If you push it in, you can't see it. The newer version has that same thing. The big difference between the new version on the contour and the extends, the big difference is if you look at the nose of this compared to the nose of this actually comes out quite a bit farther, as well as if you can see this, kind of like, I don't know if you can see the height of it. This one's a little bit taller because the bottom of the mask is actually a little bit longer for people with larger heads. But the nice thing about the extends are the rubber here is actually a lot looser, and it takes more bounces than the contour. The contour is a little bit stiffer. They have these hard plastic pieces and you can get them in different colors, as opposed to the extend doesn't. And I believe the main difference is because they brought the nose out, they were able to do this and not put any reinforcements in. They put the reinforcements in these guys because of the fact that the nose doesn't come out. So rather than be real floppy, that's what they did. So pretty much that's these in a nutshell. We're going through them without doing the full breakdown of them. The main difference, like I said, is check with your dealers for prices. I think the Extends is a little bit more money than the Contour, but they both have the great foam. You can get the visors for them. You get the fans for them. That's pretty much it. on these guys, you can get other reviews from people and whatnot with a more full breakdown, but that's just the real basic one. We have next is the Spires.
Big thing that they changed with the Spire involves this backplate here. The old style backplates had a big problem with breaking, and the reason for that is the set screw in here that actually holds the backplate in place, rather. Pretty certain you can see that there. That would actually put a significant amount of tension on the backplate, and what would happen, and it happened to mine and I think a couple of my teammates as well, is it would actually crack right here. So that would cause this actual jewel, this button for your settings and your power button to actually fall out of place. Just not good. So in order to rectify that, what Virtue did is, I'll set that aside, is Virtue actually just released this new replacement backplate, and in order to prevent the problem with that screw with breaking the bottom, is they actually just made a little push pin that holds it in place. And in addition to that, in order to prevent the problem with your buttons falling out of there, unlike the old style, is they actually put this retainer in here. And this retainer screws directly into the back plate. So what that does is it actually holds in your settings button, holds in your power button, and makes it one solid drop-in unit that goes right into your hopper. So very easy to pull out, very easy to put back in. Makes maintaining your hopper really, really simple. Also, eliminates the problem completely of having that break every few games or so. Definitely recommend someone who's looking into getting a new hopper to pick one up. Yeah. They have two different versions of the Spire. The first one is the first one they released, was the 200. It's their lower profile, as the name signifies. It holds about 200 rounds. They've released, for the players that like to use a little bit more paint, if you're a back player, mid player, they also released this 260. Now the 260 is about the same profile, I would say, as a rotor. It's not, not really any taller or longer. If you want to draw a comparison here, side by side, just to see, I'm not sure. It's not a noticeable difference aesthetically, but in terms of the amount of paint that it holds,
yeah, it's 60 more balls.
Yeah, it's 60 more balls, so you get those extra shots for the last minute there. And not really enough of a difference in size for you to notice it on the field in terms of, surface area that people can hit. So that's a definite plus.
Weight's pretty good.
Or even weight. They're very, very light hoppers. So, depending on what position you play or how much paint you plan on slinging, you could really opt for either of these.
Hopefully some quick minor things, some of the differences, and some of the new stuff that they have.
And if you do want a full in-depth breakdown of either of these, pay attention to our website, www.trashypaintballpros.com, HEEP, phonetically. And we've actually got a full breakdown of the VIO on there. If you've got some spare time, want to have a quick bite to eat and watch some paintball videos, check it out. You'll get a really, really good breakdown of the different options that the actual original VIO with the old style clip had. And that's about it. So check us out on Facebook, check us out online, on our website, and we'll be releasing more.